Hello everyone, this is Lorena, and I'm back with another video for Vanguard Zero. It's time for the Shutdown Arc to continue. I know that it's very dark outside, and I'm going to be unable to see in a second. It's so late. I have a lot to record, but also I want to talk to my aunt tomorrow because she doesn't appear to have the full story at hand. She doesn't know a lot of what's going on with me internally, and dear God, I'm going insane. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm technically back, but I'm taking my meds. And I'm willing to announce this because I'm not ashamed that I have meds. I'm ashamed of my country. That's something else entirely. And they are going to be part of what I talk to my aunt about tomorrow, because guess what? Social Security doesn't give a shit about me. It doesn't give a shit about my mental health. It doesn't care what major depression is. They don't think the disabled should have lives. They think the disabled should live on breadcrumbs. The disabled shouldn't live on breadcrumbs. Some people are disabled because this country is full of shit. I'm one of them, by the way. If healthcare wasn't like this, and the country was stable, healthy, and it provided the young with the appropriate amount of knowledge to be an adult, if learning was the focus of the education system, not memorization, but learning, I think I would be in a better position. But you see, the system doesn't give a shit about me. They don't care what they've done to my mental health. And I know who has done some of this shit to me. In some ways, I've done a lot to myself. But I think this country is very toxic. Very, very toxic. And I absolutely will criticize it, and because I think that this country can do better. I think this country can do better, and it should. But I don't trust this country. I don't trust the people in it. I trust a select few, but that's it. I feel like my state is against me, but I also feel like the entire country is. I don't want to leave the house to go talk to a bunch of people, and that could very easily be revealed to be total enemies next week. I don't trust anyone. I do have some trust in some people, but I just don't really like the direction this country is going in. It has me very concerned, and honestly, I'd rather my aunt hears about that shit than the other shit that she's mistaken about. I'm not gonna set the record straight entirely, because I need something. Someone give me hope, please. I'm not gonna just draw hope from my deck. That doesn't work. Though I did make a joke about hope earlier. I'm not sure when it'll be uploaded, though. I don't know how long it's going to take me to update the rest of this Shutdown Arc. But at this rate, it's going to take me at least until the end of July or somewhere within that range. Okay, I've got one more thing to take, and then I have to replace my meds with tomorrow's meds, what I take tomorrow night. I am not ashamed that I have to take medication. I know that is sometimes a thing that people have to do. That's not a problem for me. But the problem I do have is what would happen if I somehow lost access to these. What would happen to me? Would I be okay? It's hard to be sure. But I no longer care about... I just don't care about interacting with people these days. Does that make me sound insane? Maybe a little bit, but trust me, guys, I do want to interact with people, just not people in this state. And when I do interact with people, I only want to interact with people that are healthy for my mental state. And there are plenty of churches around here, and I am not religious, so I'm already in a danger zone. And if you want to be technical, I'm not even straight, so that's just bad in the eyes of religious people, some of them. I don't think that every religious person would be like, you're trash. But I feel like too many people with power, they are the ones that think I'm trash and I shouldn't have rights. I shouldn't have rights because I'm not straight. I'm not going to deliver any children. I'm not a parent. I shouldn't have rights because I'm not straight. I'm not religious. In fact, I don't even like religion, to be honest. I do think it could be interesting, but the fact that religion is being used to take away rights is my problem with it. Also, what is everyone's problem when it comes to certain things? Like, can't we just accept each other as who we are instead of just being asses? I mean, I know that I roast a lot of people, mainly fictional characters, if you will. But when it does come to me roasting real people, it's not really about I want this person to suffer, it's about what they've actually said and done. And I try not to put words in actual people's mouths, but you never know. Sometimes real people say very awful shit. And who knows what will happen if I start streaming, so I better not, because that could invite disaster. Anyway, be right back again, and then I'll be ready to continue. Anyway, I'm back. Alright, so my mom believes that her parenting skills are being called into question. And I'm just like, no, she's a good mother. She's the reason I'm alive. Without her, I don't think I'd be here right now. Also, there are many other reasons I may not be here without my mom. And I don't want anyone to insult her. I get very pissed when people do that. And when people try to attack her parenthood, I'm just like, no, do not insult my mom or I will freaking go. I will go batshit on you. And the only reason I haven't gone batshit on my sister is because, one, she's a minor, and two, I know that wouldn't do anything. But she's definitely still a minor, and I know what is and isn't appropriate. However, unfortunately, it may come time that you learn that I have issues as well, and she's not the only one. And more importantly, if she interprets anything to be about her, no, that's a coincidence. But if you do and the shoe fits, stop bitching, okay? Yeah, that's right, I said it. I came out and I said the word bitching. That's not something I should say, I know, but I really need to get things out. I need to get things off my chest, and I'm tired of people getting the wrong idea. I'm not as bad as people think I am. But I also don't want people thinking my mom is a terrible parent. Because she is the reason I'm still here and still alive. I give her that kind of credit because I feel like without her, I'd be dead. And I honestly don't want to say things like that because it sounds bad to be on your deathbed and you know one of your children may not survive without you. And that is utter trash. I don't want to make my mom feel bad. Oh God. I already felt bad earlier because I didn't, I just, we're not discussing this. Let's move on. What How have they mistaken me for Kazuma? To be honest, I'm surprised the emulator isn't frozen. So I hear you have an interest in entering the under 20? Do you honestly think you stand a chance of living your life in the shadows, coming out into the sun? Let me tell you something. Those at the bottom of the heap will stay at the bottom of the heap forever. You're so pathetic. Kazuma Shoji will not be pushed around by guys like you. Say what? What are you waiting for? Bring it on. Don't tell me. You're not afraid, are you? Stop it! That guy is not Kazuma, 'cause I am. I am Kazuma Shoji. I'm the one you should be dealing with. So you can let him go. Well. We have two Kazumas? No, there's just one Kazuma. Just one. Although if I mistype, I might accidentally say something else, but we're not going to discuss that. Sorry, boss. We were... Bonk. Let you and me have a card fight, Kazuma. If you win, I'll forgive you for everything you've done. What has he done? I'm not sure. I don't remember his sins. But if you lose, I take over your territory as my prize. Okay, this is messed up. I'll dispose of the deck belonging to our deceiving friend here. And now then, which of you two Kazumas is going to be my opponent? He's the real Kazuma Shoji. My name's Chrono Shindo. I'm his teammate. You can check my ID. It's in my jacket pocket. Oh my god, Chrono, you are so honest, and that is absolutely why you have now become a hostage. Hey, are you nuts? You shouldn't be revealing your true identity. I know there's a reason he did this. I just think that he shouldn't have done that. I'd say, as I already admitted, I'd probably be too... I think I've also admitted to being a bit too honest at here and there. I've probably been too honest on this platform already. But, you know, if anything is going to come back and backfire on me, I just want to know that I said it and no one else did. I want to know that I'm the one that said it. And people know what's going on without any problems. But obviously, I hope there are no issues with me and I can avoid drama at all costs. However, saying that, it appears I've already failed. I already failed. Dear God. There won't be a problem as long as you win, right? That guy is seriously bad news. He used to be a pro fighter, but disappeared from the spotlight after he was caught cheating for his own financial gain. And that sounds like what everyone rich does. Not everyone, okay? But here, on this earth, I'm going to assume that if you're a billionaire, you did not become one legally. Just saying. I might be willing to make excuses if you're just a millionaire. But if you've got billions of dollars to your name, I assume you're not doing that entirely legally. And obviously, you've got enough money to pay off anyone that may have anything against you. Oh my God. This country is broken. That's why I don't want to leave the house. It's broken. The country is broken, and when it falls apart, I don't want to be around here. I might be, though, which is the problem. If someone's got to be his opponent, it should be you, because you've got a better chance. Kazuma, it's too late for that. Chrono already admitted that you're the real Kazuma, and he's not. You will win this match. You know why? Because he wants to win. Wait, just because you want to win doesn't mean you can. Yes, I know that is true, but this is fiction. This is fiction. Very, very fictional. Maybe you should flip a coin. If you can't even decide on this, it won't be much of a fight. And that would be a shame. No, we're not gambling on this here. We're actually going to have a serious card fight. This all began because your friends were causing trouble. Because of that, I'm going to make you start with a penalty of 2 damage. Okay, that is disgusting. But you know what? That means you can draw a heal trigger, but it doesn't count. Because your opponent is starting off with 2 damage. If you get a heal trigger and he has more damage than you do, if he has more damage than you and you draw a heal trigger, you're screwed, and it'll all be your fault. It'll be your fault when you lose as well. You can't. Oh no, cards go face down. I mean, it wouldn't be much of a penalty now, would it? If I let you counterblast right away. Don't let him psych you out. This shouldn't be a big deal for you. Alright, I'll do it. But don't blame me if I lose. Stand up, Vanguard. He's using the Spike Brothers. If he starts with an all-out attack, it's not going to be easy to defend against. The handicap of 2 damage puts Kazuma at a big disadvantage. It seems like a disadvantage, doesn't it, Chrono? Well, I think it's actually an advantage. Because when you look at what's in the damage zone, he has more damage than his opponent. So he can use that against his opponent, so his heal triggers suck and don't work. I love doing that, by the way. 2 damage. I gotta be careful not to spread myself too thin. Opening up to attack. Even with the critical, I can't catch up to him. How's about I take it up a notch? Ride, exceptional expertise, Rising Nova. Twin Drive, stance trigger. Second check, critical trigger. You can't run away from this one, Kazuma, because there are stakes on this fight. Arg. Too bad, Kazuma. Doesn't look like you'll be able to live up to your friend's expectations. Doesn't look like you'll be able to live up to your friend's expectations. Oh, that's wrong. That is so wrong. You should see the script. Don't tell me you are serious about taking part in the under 20 at your level. You don't have a clue what it takes. I got a special prize for all the studying I did during my summer vacation. And also, in the track race on sports day, I got a special prize for all the studying I did during my summer vacation. And also, in the track race on sports day, I almost got a father. Surely he's not trying to compete against his brother. There's no way that would impress the head of the main family. Oh my god, that is so... Oh my god. I can't believe this. Children are absolutely affected by what the adults around them do. This is horrible. And he's overhearing this. Oh my god. Oh dear. Oh god. He should be grateful he's part of the family at all. Even if he's just in the background. Oh god. No, that is so... No! That's not okay! You're making a child feel like shit! Oh my god, that's not... That's awful. Ugh. Of course he has confidence issues and he just walks away like this. Of course he does that. He was made to feel like shit when he was so much younger. That explains why he's into some bad behavior. Because when you villainize someone, they're more likely to actually become the villain. Especially if you make them feel like shit, like they can't do anything. You'll never overcome a handicap like that. Sometimes you need to know when to give up. Or you're full of shit and he should just keep going because people like you deserve to get your ass kicked. Don't listen to him. It's nowhere near over yet. I ride Dragheart Luard. Generation Stride. Dark Dragon Carnivore Dragon. Huh? What's this? It's Vanguard. One definition of Vanguard is one that guides. Vanguard means one that guides. Really? Success in Vanguard depends on your imagination. When you decide you want to become stronger, it can change you entirely, from deep within. I won't give up. I will become stronger, right here, right now. And then who knows, eventually, one day, I might end up just as good as my brother. And now it's time we finish this. Generation Stride. Great hero rising supernova. Yes, the boss is on a roll now. Hang in there, Cosma. Impossible. You've still got loads of options available. You've got the skill to do it. What would you know? Look, we're not all as good at this as you are. That may be true, Cosma, but at least someone is trying to reach you. When I was Cosma's age, not many people were trying to do that. I thought that I was just lost. I used to think that I was screwed. Sometimes I still feel that way because of social messages. But social messages aren't reality, they're just social messages. Those messages are human constructs. They're not reality. They don't mean anything except what humanity says it does. And that doesn't inherently mean those messages are real life. What would you know? Look, we're not all as good at this as you are. Well, I'd be very grateful if someone tried to reach out their hand when I was lonely as hell. Oh god, well I'm not as lonely anymore, but I think I could probably interact with some people at some point, and I would definitely appreciate if something's changed, but not while things are like this. I have a lot going on. I'm not actually as lazy as I may seem from a distance. I'm doing things. It's not all for fun. It's not all fun and games, and honestly, it sucks so much. Just knowing what I was told earlier, it just makes me emotional, to be honest. Never give up. Try your best. What good will that do me? There's no way I can win this from here. And the only reason I'm as healthy as I am right now is because I said, fuck this, when it came to social messages. If I didn't say that, I'd be freaking screwed. I'm sick of what society tries to shove down my throat. They say one thing, but when they turn their backs, they're actually whispering that they don't give a shit. And that's why I want to be stubborn about it. I'll make my own success. Yes, you can. I have no idea what it is that's holding you back. But one thing's for sure. Even if you don't believe in yourself, I believe in you. And I know you can win. Just killing time? That's nonsense. Your fight says everything about you. Vanguard can show you what you really want. You can be strong. You will win. Now hurry up and get rid of these guys. Well, if Vanguard can show you what you really want, outside of Vanguard here, I'm just like, outside of the script, it's kind of, I mean, you know Vanguard had a huge influence on me. And maybe some of those earlier videos was kind of pushing it with the emotional energy, but I mean, I only get something when I'm myself, and I want real friends, not fake ones. If I lie about who I am, no one's going to be my real friend. They're just going to think that I'm the person I'm portrayed as. No. Every now and then, the mask slips off. And that is why I discuss certain things. Because the mask cannot be on all the time. Every now and then, I am vulnerable and I do get hurt. But yeah, Vanguard changed my life. But to be honest, I didn't quite get my head out of my ass until, well, I'm sure people wouldn't necessarily believe me, but that doesn't matter because I also said fuck you to norms. Not all norms, just the toxic ones. Don't get the wrong idea, there are some norms that are good. We supposed to feel sorry for you? Then why don't you show me what you've got? Let's see this Vanguard that can change the world. Complete guard. I end my turn. Impossible. He managed to survive the boss's attack. Carnivore Dragon, attack the Vanguard. That's a no guard. Triple drive, critical trigger. Go. And it appears that Cosmo won. Huh. Woo. And by the way, Cosmo's brother actually treated him pretty well. Pretty well, actually. And but Cosmo compares himself to his brother because his family was doing that. That is very toxic. That is why Cosmo feels like utter shit. And I do not approve of the people that are making me feel like shit as well, just for being different. Just for being different, just for believing different things. I believe differently because I have to. And because I like to think for myself. Though fortunately, I try my best not to violate the rules of science. In other words, I don't believe stupid bullshit like the earth is flat. And if you're wondering why I keep bringing that up, it's because I think it's weird that there's a community. I don't understand how anyone can believe that. That's why I keep bringing it up. I bring it up because it sounds so absurd. I thought it was just a troll community to begin with. But some people seem to legitimately believe that. And I'm over here like, what? How? How do you believe such utter bullshit? I mean, obviously some of what I say sounds like bullshit, but science can't prove that to you, can it? It cannot prove that to you, and I am safe now. Well, you never know what could happen in the future. Maybe if one day people can read my brain, they'll hear my thoughts and what's going on upstairs, and I actually do not want anyone to know that. No, stay away from my thought process. I can talk about my experiences, but don't validate them by violating my brain. No. It's too late. How dare you? Get off me. I'll destroy every single one of these cards of yours. Sirens wailing. Oh, were the police called? Hey, boss. I'll take every single one of them and lock them up. Wow. What's going on? Is Cosmo going to be okay? Are you alright, Chrono? I'm fine. It was nothing. But hey, thanks for asking. You were a great help. Thank you. I'm just glad everything worked out. Hey, you guys. I'm sorry about that. Everything turned out okay. However, what would you have done if I'd lost back there? What would have happened then? Is Chrono the one talking, or is it Cosmo talking? Because I don't really understand. It could be Chrono, though. Maybe he's just like, what would you have done if I lost? What would you have done if I actually did take her place? I don't know. Huh? Yes, that was Chrono, and this is clearly Cosmo's response. Okay, so that was Chrono, and this is Cosmo. And it's... keeping this straight when the dialogue says it's someone else speaking is just confusing as hell. But... I guess I have to really know my characters. I mean, I don't own them. I'm just saying I have to really know what they're like. To know for sure if they're talking or not. But this is Cosmo speaking, I'm sure. I don't know, nothing? I knew you wouldn't lose yourself to guys like... Actually, wait a minute, hold on. No, I don't know. I don't know. I am so confused. Dude, either of them could have been talking. Oh my god, why? Why are the translations always have... However, what would you have done if I'd lost back there? What would have happened then? I don't know. Nothing. I knew you wouldn't allow yourself to lose to guys like that. First off, Cosmo isn't going to answer his own question. And neither is Chrono. So who the hell is actually talking? Okay, Okay, I'm going to assume that Cosmo is the one asking this question. However, what would you have done if I'd lost back there? What would have happened then? Cosmo said this, You see the cursor? That's Cosmo talking, not Chrono. And Chrono is responding with, I don't know, nothing. I knew you wouldn't allow yourself to lose to guys like that. But you had no way of being sure that would happen. Oh, well, I mean, he said he believes in you, Cosmo. Honestly. And you did win, so he wasn't misjudging you. A gut instinct. I knew you were going to win. Gut instinct? How do you trust those? Seriously, I've lost card games by not listening to gut instincts. I've lost a lot of things over not listening to gut instincts. Sounds like utter bullshit, but it's not, it's true. Ugh, oh boy. Why am I teaming up with such fools? Because you want to enjoy yourself with fools. Have fun, Cosmo, have fun. Your ability to have fun is intact the way that it should be. It's functioning normally, Cosmo. What did you just say? Want me to repeat it? I think you heard me. Don't forget the tournament tomorrow. Card Capital 1. 10 a.m. sharp. We'll be waiting for you. Alright, I have to make sure I don't stay up as late as I did last night. I thought I wasn't going to stay up that late, but I did. I don't even know how it happened. But I want to talk to my aunt, so in order to do that, I have to make sure that I get up at a reasonable hour. And yes, I do have to clear things up with her. And I have changed a lot since maybe the last time we spoke. I don't really talk about things that make me vulnerable, but I'm trying to change that because I think there are some things that will change if I am willing to be a bit upfront about my feelings and not just hide them and, keep them to myself. But the anger still is here. For some reason, it hasn't been getting weaker. My outlet hasn't really been acting like an outlet. And I'm going to be taking steps to address that after this arc is over. I'm not sure when I'll get up, but I have to make sure it's at a reasonable hour, so maybe at like 10, maybe, depends. I don't think I'm able to get up that early, so I'll consider maybe 12. I had to do something about this. I don't think anyone realizes just how damaged I am at the moment, because I'm able to hide it and not be inappropriate at all times. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap things up for this video. I know it was long, but I want to have fun with this shutdown arc. But that's why some of these videos are the way they are, because it's for fun.